1981. A 23-year-old actor named Lorenzo Lamas gets cast on a primetime soap opera called Falcon Crest. The show became a massive hit.
I think you're fast enough.
40 million people watch every week. Lorenzo plays Lance Cumson, the handsome, scheming playboy everyone loves to hate. He's on magazine covers, he's dating models and actresses, he's making serious money. 9 seasons, 227 episodes. Lorenzo Lamas is a household name. Then, in 1992, he created his own show, Renegade. He plays a motorcycle-riding bounty hunter framed for murder. The show runs 5 seasons, 110 episodes. It's the #1 syndicated action show in the world.
On bad, cops that tried to kill him but got the woman he loved instead. Framed for murder.
Lorenzo is at the peak. He's making $50,000 per episode. He's got the looks, the fame, the power. This should last forever. Except it doesn't. By 2000, his career was in free fall. By 2010, he's doing reality TV about his dysfunctional family. Today, he's 66 years old doing low-budget action movies you've never heard of. What happened? How does someone fall that far? This is that story. Hollywood royalty. Picture this. 1958, Santa Monica, California. Lorenzo Lamas is born into Hollywood royalty. His father is Fernando Lamas, the Argentine actor who became a star in MGM musicals. His mother is Arlene Dahl, a gorgeous redhead who appeared in classic films throughout the 50s. Lorenzo grows up around movie sets, premieres, and famous actors. This is his birthright. He's supposed to be a star, but having famous parents doesn't guarantee success. It actually makes it harder. Everyone expects you to fail. Everyone's waiting for the spoiled rich kid to embarrass himself. Lorenzo knows this. He studies acting seriously. He trains in martial arts. He works on his craft. He's not coasting on the family name. He's trying to earn it. The early years are rough. Lorenzo does soap operas. California Fever in 1979, a short-lived show about teenagers. Switch, a detective show where he has a small role. Nothing sticks. He's good-looking, but so are 1,000 other actors in LA. He needs a breakthrough. Something that makes him undeniable. Then, in 1981, it came. Falcon Crest. Falcon Crest is CBS's answer to Dallas. A primetime soap about a wealthy winemaking family in Napa Valley. Backstabbing, affairs, power struggles. Lorenzo gets cast as Lance Cumson, the illegitimate son trying to claim his inheritance. The role is perfect for him. Charming but dangerous. Romantic but ruthless. Lorenzo plays it with the right amount of smolder and menace. The show becomes huge. At its peak, Falcon Crest gets 40 million viewers per episode. It runs 9 seasons. Lorenzo is on screen every week for nearly a decade. He becomes America's favorite bad boy, the heartthrob. Women love him. He dates high-profile actresses. He's living the dream. By 1990, when Falcon Crest ended, Lorenzo had name recognition and industry respect. He's ready for the next phase, the Renegade peak. Lorenzo doesn't want to do another soap opera. He's 32 years old, and he wants action. He's been training in martial arts for years. Taekwondo, karate, jiu-jitsu. He's legitimately skilled. He wants to use those skills on screen. So he pitches a show, Renegade. He'll star, produce, have creative control. It's a risk, but Lorenzo believes in it. Renegade premieres in 1992. Lorenzo plays Reno Raines, a cop framed for murder who becomes a bounty hunter while searching for the real killer. He rides a Harley-Davidson. He's got long hair and leather. He's tough, but moral. Every episode, he catches a different criminal while staying one step ahead of the law. It's simple, formulaic, exactly what syndication needs. The show is a monster hit.
Well, why didn't you tell me?
Come around more often.
Not on network TV, but in syndication. That means it's sold to individual stations across the country. It airs in different time slots, everywhere, and it dominates. At its peak, Renegade is the #1 syndicated drama in the world.
Someone once told me, I think his name was Lyons, that The best place to hide is in the brightest light.
More people watch Renegade than most network shows. Lorenzo becomes a global action star. The money is insane. Syndication is incredibly profitable. Lorenzo is making $50,000 per episode as the star and producer. That's over $5 million per season. But he's rich, really rich, and he's got control. He decides the stories, the casting, the direction. This is his show, his vision, his success. Renegade ran 110 episodes from 1992 to 1997. 5 seasons of Lorenzo on a motorcycle, kicking ass, looking cool. The show has a massive international following. It's dubbed in dozens of languages. Lorenzo is famous in countries he's never visited. For a brief moment, he's one of the biggest action stars on the planet. Not in movies, on TV. But that doesn't matter. Success is success. Then, in 1997, the show ended. Not because of ratings. Syndication numbers are still solid, but Lorenzo wants out. He's done 110 episodes. He's ready for movies. He thinks Renegade proved he can carry action projects. Studios will come calling. Franchises will be offered. He'll be the next big action star. Except that's not what happens. Not even close. The descent begins. The movie offers don't come. Or they do, but they're not what Lorenzo expects. No studio action films, no franchises, just low-budget, direct-to-video movies. The kind that go straight to Blockbuster's action section and disappear. Lorenzo takes them anyway. He needs to work. And maybe one will break through. Spoiler, none of them do. The titles blur together. CIA Code, name Alexa. Final Round, Gladiator Cop, Terminal Justice. These movies have budgets under $2 million. They shoot in 2 weeks. The scripts are terrible. The action is cheap. Lorenzo is doing the same grind as washed-up 80s action stars. Steven Seagal territory, Jean-Claude Van Damme's bad years. It's humiliating for someone who was just the biggest star in syndication. Here's the problem. The action genre is changing. The 90s are ending. Audiences want different heroes. Matt Damon's Jason Bourne redefined action in 2002. It's gritty, realistic, smart. Lorenzo's style, the long hair and leather and motorcycle, feels dated, cheesy. He's a relic of the 80s syndication era. Hollywood has moved on. He hasn't. And then there's the personal life. Lorenzo has been married 5 times. 5. Each marriage is tabloid fodder. Each divorce is messy and public. By the 2000s, he's more famous for his relationships than his work. Entertainment. Tonight covers his love life more than his career. He's becoming a punchline. The guy who can't stay married. The pretty boy who aged out. His reputation in the industry suffers. Stories circulate about ego, about being difficult on set. Producers don't want to deal with drama. Directors don't want a star who thinks he's bigger than the project. Lorenzo burned bridges during his Renegade peak. Now that he needs favors, nobody's returning calls. Hollywood has a long memory, and it holds grudges. By 2005, Lorenzo was essentially unemployable in anything legitimate. The direct-to-video work continues, but it's bottom of the barrel. The paychecks shrink. The credibility is gone. He's 47 years old, and his career is over. Not winding down gracefully, just over. The phone stops ringing. The offers stop coming. Lorenzo Lamas is forgotten and desperate. Reality TV desperation. In 2011, Lorenzo appeared on Celebrity Apprentice. It's Donald Trump's reality show where washed-up celebrities compete in business challenges. Lorenzo is there with other has-beens, Gary Busey, Meatloaf, Marlee Matlin. It's not prestigious, it's a paycheck, and it's Lorenzo publicly admitting he needs the work. The show is humiliating. He gets fired halfway through. Nobody cares. Then comes the ultimate desperation move. In 2015, Lorenzo starred in a reality show about his family. Leave It to Lamas. The show follows Lorenzo, his wife Shauna, and his daughters from previous marriages. It's supposed to be heartwarming, a blended family finding love and laughter. Instead, it's dysfunction and chaos. Shouting matches, relationship drama. Lorenzo looked tired and confused. The show airs on OWN, Oprah's network. It's low-rated. Nobody watches, but it exists as a permanent record of Lorenzo's fall, from action star to reality TV subject, from controlling his his own show to having cameras document his messy personal life. It's the definition of selling out, trading dignity for a check. Lorenzo does it anyway, because what choice does he have? Reality TV is where careers go to die. Everyone knows this. It's the last stop before complete obscurity. You do reality TV when nobody will hire you for actual acting. When your name has just enough recognition to attract a small audience, but not enough to get real work. Lorenzo is there, living it, making it worse with every episode. This is the final proof Lorenzo's career is dead. Not doing small movies, not taking guest spots on procedural dramas, doing reality TV about your dysfunctional family. There's no coming back from that. Hollywood sees it. Audiences see it. Lorenzo Lamas is no longer an actor. He's a celebrity, famous for being famous once. That's all that's left. The wilderness. After the reality show crashes, Lorenzo keeps working. But working is generous. He's doing movies nobody sees. Titles like Mercenaries, Mega Shark vs. Crocosaurus, Sharknado 5. Yes, Sharknado 5. He's in the 5th installment of the terrible Shark Tornado movies that everyone makes fun of. This is where his career landed. Sharknado. Let that sink in. These movies pay almost nothing, a few $1,000s for a day's work. Lorenzo shows up, says his lines, collects his check. There's no prestige, no artistic fulfillment. It's just work. Paying bills, surviving. He's 60 years old, doing the same grind he was doing at 50. Nothing has improved. Nothing has changed. He's just older and more irrelevant. The convention circuit becomes his main income. Comic cons, nostalgia expos, 80s and 90s pop culture events. Lorenzo sits at a table with a stack of renegade photos. Fans pay $40 for an autograph, $60 for a photo with him. He does panels talking about the old days, telling the same stories he's told 1,000 times. It's honest work, but it's sad. Living in the past because the present has nothing. Financial struggles surface publicly. Reports claim Lorenzo filed for bankruptcy at one point. The houses got sold. The lifestyle was downgraded. Those millions from Renegade, gone, spent on divorces, bad investments, maintaining a lifestyle he couldn't afford after the work dried up. Now he's hustling for convention fees and Sharknado money. The fall is complete. He's still trying to act. That's what makes it tragic. Lorenzo hasn't given up. He's not retired. He's in his late 60s, still auditioning, still taking roles, still believing the comeback is possible. It's not possible. Everyone knows it's not possible. But Lorenzo keeps grinding. Whether that's admirable persistence or sad delusion depends on your perspective. What went wrong? So what destroyed Lorenzo Lamas? Start with the obvious. He aged out. Action stars have a shelf life. By 40, you're too old to be the young badass. By 50, you're doing dad roles or villains. Lorenzo refused to adapt. He kept trying to be Reno Reigns when he was 20 years too old for it. The audience moved on. He didn't. The tabloid life destroyed his credibility. 5 marriages, constant relationship drama, entertainment shows treat his life like a soap opera. Hollywood doesn't take you seriously when you're a punchline. Producers don't want the distraction. Lorenzo's personal life made him unemployable. He did it to himself. He never transitioned beyond TV action. That's the killer. Lorenzo was huge in syndication, but syndication isn't prestigious. It's not the kind of success that leads to movie stardom. Lorenzo stayed in the syndication ghetto. When that market died in the late 90s, he had nowhere to go. The ego didn't help. Stories from sets describe Lorenzo as difficult, demanding, treating the crew poorly. That works when you're a star. When you're not, it gets you blacklisted. Lorenzo burned bridges during his peak years. Nobody came. He also didn't save money properly. Making millions in the 90s should have set him up for life. Instead, he spent it all. The houses, the cars, the lifestyle, the divorces. By the 2000s, he needed to work. Desperation makes you take on bad projects. Bad projects make you less hireable. The biggest issue? Lorenzo never evolved as an actor. He played the same character for 20 years. He didn't develop range. When Hollywood stopped wanting that character, Lorenzo had nothing else to offer. He just kept being Lorenzo until nobody wanted that anymore. Lorenzo Lamas had it all and lost everything. If this fall from grace shocked you, subscribe and tell me which other 80s stars crash I should cover. Thanks for reading.